Hi, I'm Chris Lee of VandySports.com, and I'm here today to talk about what Clark Lea said at his Tuesday press conference following Vanderbilt's win over Connecticut and heading into the Florida game. Not a lot incredibly newsworthy coming out today. The big thing I wanted to know was DeRicky Wright and what's his status, because Wright was a kid that coming into the season I thought we'd see on the field a lot. He really flashed at times in fall camp. I know when I talked to Clark Lea privately before the season, even before August camp started, he mentioned a few times that DeRicky was really a guy that could help them in a lot of areas. And we saw it. I saw him have a pick six in practice in a scrimmage. It was maybe the best play that I saw all fall camp. So DeRicky Wright is a really talented kid who can help them and can make some plays for a team that really needs it. But in order to play, you've got to A, know what you're doing, and B, you've got to be healthy. And Clark Lea, I could tell he didn't want to elaborate a ton, and I don't blame him. But one thing I asked him, I said, we saw DeRicky miss a lot of fall camp with health concerns, whatever those may have been, I don't know. But the fact is he was on the sidelines a lot of fall camp. And you figure that might be a reason that he's not playing more. And sure enough, Clark Lea kind of confirmed that, said he's been banged up. Said last week they wanted to play man more. They felt Michael Owusu's skill set helped him more there, and to throw DeRicky into that spot maybe didn't fit him as well. But he said when he's on in practice, when he's healthy, it sounded to me like he's playing pretty well. And again, I'm not surprised. DeRicky Wright is, I think, one of the five most talented football players on this team. So he said they'd be excited to get him healthy. They feel like he should be more of a full go today going into practice. I don't know what his role will be this week. I don't know that he's seen half the snaps that the team's had in any game yet, but that's one thing to watch. If you're looking for ways that Vanderbilt can get better, DeRicky Wright is one of those ways. If they can get him healthy and on the field, I think that's something to watch going forward. A question was asked about his redshirt philosophy, and it's pretty clear from his answer that their plan for the team is to bring kids in. They'd like to get them redshirted, get them to year 5 in the program. And frankly, that's something his predecessor, Bobby Johnson, did, because you're better in that 5th year as a football player than you are in that first. And the players under Bobby were guys that when they played as true freshmen, they either played sparingly or if they had a big role, it was really rare. Earl Bennett, one of the few guys I can think of who came in and really lit the world on fire as a true freshman. Clark Lea today basically confirmed that this is how they're going to continue to approach things, that it's going to be a redshirt plan is what they would like to do. And I think that's the right call. But he kind of confirmed today that that's what they want to do, and that's what they'll be doing going forward. Sounds like it's a position of need for them right now. When they're playing freshmen, they need those guys to play because their upperclassmen in some cases just aren't up to the level of athleticism that you need in this league, and that's consistent with what I saw in fall camp. Someone asked a question about Will Sheppard. They're very excited about him. They feel like he's doing a good job of getting the ball in space and making plays. And to that, he was asked a question about explosive plays, and one of his answers was, Clark Lea, he said, we'd like to see Ken Seals maybe get the ball in the air a little bit more and let those kids make plays. I think he's referring to Will Sheppard and to Chris Pierce specifically. So that's something that going forward, I think that they would like to see more of is getting the ball to guys in space and letting Ken Seals throw it up and make plays. And frankly, I've seen Ken make plays like that in practice. And Chris Pierce, certainly a guy who can win you a one-on-one battle. He may not blow by his guy, but when the ball's in the air and he's battling a defender, he's pretty good at winning those battles. So I think it's clear to me that Will Sheppard and Chris Pierce, and this is no surprise, are going to be a big part of their plans going forward. In terms of the depth chart, not a lot of surprises today. He was asked about Justin Ball. Justin Ball is, quote, day-to-day. He's not on the depth chart right now. I think they mentioned maybe getting him back last week. That didn't happen. Center this week, that's always a question. They list that as Julian Hernandez and Kevo Wesley. Now, what's interesting is last week when Julian Hernandez came out for a play, they went to Delphin Castillo. I would have thought that they would have gone to Kevo Wesley, who started at center for them in the spring game, and frankly, I thought would have a bigger role on the offense than he's had. I don't know how they evaluate that going into practice week and what they've seen, but that's listed as an or this week, so that's something to watch. But Hernandez is listed first. Other than that, not a lot to talk about. It wasn't the most eventful press conference that Clark Lea has had before games, but those were some things that really stuck out. And I think the DeRicky Wright thing was the biggest thing that I took away, knowing that, yeah, it seems like there is a health concern there, and that if they can get him healthy, he can help them, which I would agree with. Anyway, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. If you're watching, do us a favor, if you don't mind, please subscribe. That helps us able to be able to get revenue off this. We do this for free right now, but if you're listening and you follow Vanderbilt, hit that subscribe button. That really helps us out. Anyway, we'll be back with more videos. Our next one may be the post game that Bruno Reagan and I do. I may try to squeeze in another one between now and then. But in any case, after the game, be sure to watch our YouTube channel for our post game breakdown. Again, that's a reason to subscribe, because you get notified when we go live. And be sure to check out our content at vandysports.com as we cover Vanderbilt heading into the Florida game. I'm Chris Lee, the publisher at vandysports.com, and thanks for watching us today.